You've been called weird, intense, too much, too quiet, too deep, too in your own head. And your whole life you just assumed something about you was slightly off. But what if every single one of those things, every habit people raised an eyebrow at, was actually a sign of something rare? Stay till the end, because habit number 8 is the one most intelligent women never talk about openly. Because highly intelligent women don't just think differently, they live differently. And the habits that make them seem strange to everyone else are the exact habits psychology points to as markers of an exceptionally sharp and deeply feeling mind. Habit 1. They go quiet when they're actually thinking the most. People assume silence means something is wrong. For you, silence means something is working. When you go quiet in a conversation, in a room, in a relationship, you're not checked out. You're processing at a level most people around you simply can't see. And they mistake your depth for distance every single time. Habit 2. They lose track of time when they're truly interested. When something genuinely captures your attention, hours disappear. You look up and it's 2 a.m. Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi's research on flow found that highly intelligent people enter deep states of total absorption far more easily than average, and far more completely. You're not irresponsible with time, you're just built for depth over schedule. Habit 3. They overthink decisions that seem simple to everyone else. Choosing a restaurant, replying to a message, making a plan. While everyone else moves fast, you're running every angle, every outcome, every possible consequence through your mind first. Research on cognitive complexity shows that intelligent people naturally consider more variables before deciding. It's not anxiety, it's architecture. Your brain simply refuses to move without the full picture. Habit 4. They feel other people's emotions as if they were their own. You walk into a room and you already feel what everyone is carrying. You absorb moods, tension, sadness, without anyone saying a single word. Simon Baron-Cohen's research at Cambridge found that high empathy and high intelligence are deeply connected, with mirror neurons firing as if others' pain is physically happening to you. You're not oversensitive, you're neurologically wired to feel what others can't even name. Habit 5. They'd rather be alone than around people they drain. This isn't antisocial, this is selective. You have a very clear internal sense of which conversations feed you and which ones slowly empty you. And you've stopped pretending you can't tell the difference. Choosing solitude over draining company isn't isolation, it's one of the most emotionally intelligent decisions a person can make. Habit 6. They question everything, including themselves. You rarely take things at face value. Rules, norms, expectations. You've always asked why. But here's what makes you different. You turn that same scrutiny inward. You question your own thoughts, your own motives, your own patterns. Carl Jung called this the examined life, and most people never live it. You can't help but live it every single day. Habit 7. They have a dark, dry humor nobody always gets. Your sense of humor goes places most people don't follow. It's sharp, it's layered, sometimes uncomfortable. Research actually links higher intelligence with appreciation for dark and complex humor because it requires the brain to hold contradiction, irony, and truth all at once. Not everyone gets it. The right people always do. Habit 8. They carry old pain much longer than anyone realizes. And this is the one nobody talks about. You don't just get hurt, you understand you're hurt. You analyze it, trace it back, feel every layer of it. And that means it stays longer, not because you're weak, but because your mind refuses to move past something it hasn't fully understood yet. You heal deeply, or you don't heal at all. There is no in-between for you. Habit 9. They work best when nobody is watching. Your best thinking happens alone, late at night, in quiet, without an audience. The moment someone is watching, something shifts. You perform instead of create. Research on intrinsic motivation shows that highly intelligent people are driven most powerfully by internal standards, not external validation. Your best work has always been your most private work. Habit 10. They've always felt like they were born in the wrong era. You've never quite fit the time you're living in, the noise, the shallowness, the speed of everything. It has always felt like too much and not enough at the same time. Psychologist Kazimir Dabrowski described this as existential overexcitability, a deep inner sense that you were made for something more meaningful than what currently surrounds you. You weren't born in the wrong era, you were just built for a depth this era rarely makes room for. If you recognized yourself in most of these, this is not a coincidence. These aren't flaws you never fixed. These are the fingerprints of a mind that works differently, feels deeply, and refuses to be ordinary even when ordinary would have been so much easier. Now tell me, which habit felt most like you? Drop it in the comments. I read every single one and I will reply. Share this with a woman in your life who has always been called too much. She needs to hear this. And subscribe, because every video on this channel is made for people who feel everything deeply and are finally ready to understand why.